And this is a really big story that we've been unraveling for you all day long on KPRC2 and click2houston.com. And our team coverage continues right now from Houston to Austin.
We begin with our Bryce Newberry. He's live at the state capitol where Houston area lawmakers first learned about the takeover decision this morning. Bryce.
Lisa and Daniela, the decision was revealed behind closed doors in the basement of the Capitol this morning before the state sent HISD an official decision letter, ending weeks of speculation. Takeover time started just before 9 Wednesday morning, about the time Texas Education Agency Commissioner Mike Morath dodged our cameras. Harris County area state lawmakers later packing the room he went into to learn the fate of HISD.
We're extremely disappointed. We're outraged. It's a dark day for HISD.
State leaders will take over the largest Texas school district. They want to have a new superintendent and appointed board of managers by June 1st.
The system of Houston ISD seems to allow campuses to go many, many years without seeing performance.
Morath says the goal is to get rid of chronic low achievement and make sure one campus doesn't go multiple years with a D or F rating.
Leadership is the most important ingredient in achieving success in any endeavor, educating kids chief among them.
Some lawmakers praised the move.
Either he closes the school that's a symptom of the problem, or he puts in a board of managers to fix the problem long term.
Failing schools destroys this democracy. And today, we start doing something.
And Governor Greg Abbott agrees something needs to be done.
And all of us, not just legislators, but all of us Texans have an obligation and should come together to reinvent HISD in a way that will ensure that we're going to be providing the best quality education for those kids.
But others are worried.
We've never seen a takeover of this magnitude.
It could be a sign of worse things to come for the diverse district.
If I were parents, I'd be terrified. TEA does not have a history of fixing any schools.
And the new board of managers must live within HISD's boundaries. They will take over the current power and duties of the elected school board. The TEA commissioner tells us he hopes to have that appointed board in place for as short of time as possible. But past examples here in the state show that could be anywhere from 2 to 6 years. Reporting live in Austin, I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC 2 News.
All right, Bryce, thank you. And back to Houston now, where we continue our team coverage of the HISD takeover.
As you can imagine, there was a lot of reaction here. KPRC2's Rowan Belogan live in Southeast Houston, where members of the Houston Federation of Teachers very vocal about this afternoon. Rowan.
Lisa, Daniela, there were plenty of emotions inside this building from lawmakers, parents, and students, now with plans to protest and closely follow the state as it moves through this process.
It's going to be backwards, not going forwards for our kids.
Rosangela Espinosa's 2 boys are in Houston ISD schools. One is dyslexic like her, and in recent years, she says she's watched him grow. She fears as the TEA steps in, it could reverse his progress.
Is our kids going to be like, what's the point? The kids are doing better now from an F to a C. They're going forward.
She, like many, attended board meetings, marched in protest, and vocal against the idea of the state stepping in. Today, it happened. Do you think there's any chance the TEA could improve the district at all?
To be honest, they did not give them a chance at all.
Hours after the announcement in Austin, several Houston educators, students, parents, and lawmakers spoke against the move.
This is a hostile and unjust takeover.
Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee proposing 3 options to bring in the federal government in hopes of stopping a takeover.
I think there are grounds for a federal lawsuit, and I also think there are grounds for the Department of Education to intervene. If they're not, I'm going to go straight to the White House as I have. I'm going to ask President Biden.
It's unfortunate, I will say, that the parents and the teachers have not been talked to. There's been no community engagement.
A board trustee tells me that the timing of all of this is extremely concerning, seeing as students return to classes next week. They, along with their teachers, have to begin preparing for the STAR testing. Live in Southeast Houston, Rowan Belogan, KPRC 2 News.
Rowan, thank you for that reaction. We have reached out to all of the HISD trustees who will be removed from those seats. This is a portion of the statement from that full Board of Education. The board is reviewing this notice to determine next steps in the meantime, our great schools remain open and committed to providing a meaningful educational experience for all students. The board hopes that the TEA has a clear and transparent process for this announced transition.
And current superintendent Millard House says he went into the job knowing about a potential takeover and said this in a statement in part: today's announcement does not discount the gains we have made district-wide. I am confident our educators and staff will continue to do the necessary work to ensure positive student outcomes at every level. My focus will be on working with our Board of Trustees and the TEA to ensure a smooth transition without disruption to our core mission of providing an exceptional educational experience for all students.
And here are the results of our clicktohouston.com question of the day. Do you agree with the state taking over HISD? 64% of you responding say yes, 36% say no. We appreciate you taking time to vote tonight.